The story begins in the Andromeda Galaxy. Two stars collided and birthed two gods, George, the god of creation, and Ephera, the goddess of destruction. These gods explored the galaxy, looking at different planets with all their own special vegetation and landscapes. That was before meeting a planet with unique terrain. Fascinated by the special planet, they decided to use their powers to make this world their own. This planet will soon be known as Ayorian. Ayorian's landscape held purple forests and clear blue waters. However, it was dark and bare with no life present. So George created glowing plants that emitted light and luminescent fish that glow in the water. Afterward, he created the main inhabitants of Ayorian, the human avians that bore feathered wings capable of flight, and the human ichthyoids that swam in the water and can walk the land. In order to give humans assistance in survival, George also made the first demigods, Calicaster and DatOneChild.
Hello.
Hey,
As time went on, humans created wooden structures to shield them from the harsh elements, and when they lacked energy, they ate plums and peaches gifted to them by the forest. When the trees became bare, farms were created as another food source, growing crops such as corn and sparkle fruit. Whenever humans fell sick or ill, George helped by curing them of their illnesses. However, as humans grow old, George cannot cure old age, so then Ephera made a tradition to disintegrate corpses. The population grew and the humans became curious about exploring the rest of the world, so then they traveled and created other civilizations far from the original village. George created wishing wells as a way for humans to communicate wishes to gods. They were placed in each village and were used quite frequently for the wishes of crops, children, etc. However, George and Ephera needed help keeping up with the humans, and then George created Azamuku and Phaida. Azamuku was the god of time. He can fast forward time in a controlled area and time travel. Phaida was the god of reality. He can manipulate nature and manipulate objects, state, and matter. Phaida proposed an idea to George about creating more land-based creatures. George welcomed the idea and created Ursa rabbits, jelly raccoons, fireflies, and cow chickens. Azamuku grew tired of caring for the humans. Wanting more of an adventure, he wanted to use his power of time travel to explore the future. George did not allow that and told Azamuku to not use his powers selfishly or else he would be erased. Azamuku, frustrated by George's threat, fled from the village and went missing after that. George and Ephera thought that he had already used his power of time travel and was out of reach. Phaida, however, didn't believe Azamuku used his power yet and set off on a journey to find where he could be. With the absence of two gods, George created two more gods to take the place of Azamuku and Phaida. They were known as the twin gods, Roshu and Medephira. Roshu was the goddess of charisma. She can enchant others and manipulate love. Medephira was the goddess of wisdom. She has the power of telepathy and telekinesis. After searching for so long, Phaida finds where Azamuku hid away. Phaida tries to convince Azamuku to come back. However, Azamuku, blinded by rage, kills Phaida with a spear piercing through his heart. With thoughts racing through his head, Azamuku flees from his hideaway spot. Months pass and the gods begin to worry about Phaida. Medephira, using her power of telepathy, tries to look through the eyes of Phaida, only to see darkness? The gods knew this meant that Phaida must have died, and at the hands of Azamuku. George believed Azamuku should be executed for murdering Phaida, although Ephera disagreed. After the quarrel, George set off to find and kill Azamuku, leaving the rest of the gods behind. Azamuku roamed the plains before George caught up with him as they stand off, staring at each other, menacingly. The fight ensues as Azamuku stabs, slices, and cuts George multiple times, but the wounds would just self-heal. Azamuku knew he couldn't win the fight, so he used his power of time travel. It opened a portal that led to multiple wormholes within universes. However, since Azamuku never used his power of time travel before, he couldn't control it, and the portal became unstable. It became a black hole, and it inhaled everything. All the inhabitants, gods, goddesses, and the planet were pulled into the portal. It closes as the entire world of Ayorian was destroyed.
I'm suffering
Nah,
now.
bro. Trying to kill people.
It was for bots, but then it didn't work, so now
What?
Bro, stop it! Thank you. I'm gonna kill all of you. All of you are dead. All of you are dead.
Apple, stop.
With a vengeance.
I didn't even kill
Keeiioz,
my
kill Keeiioz.
I didn't mean to.
Keeiioz, sit at
I wanted to kill that guy. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm going. This is crazy, man.
Okay, sit at the booth, sit at the booth. Stop killing each other. Stop.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Stop.
Okay, I'm not sorry anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I'm so funny. I'm shooting at Kodiak. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, he's going to die. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, he is going to die.
Focus beamer.
I'm going.
Why would you shoot that?
Okay, hold on. Oh,
Oh.
my gosh.
I didn't think I would kill you. Sorry. Bro!
Each other.
Who was it? Who is it? Who is it? Tell me! All of you are dead. All of you. You.
It was in
You're
spawn.
alive because you rested me. But who's over here?
I think that was good. Wait, do it.
Just stay just there.
Bro!
What did I do?
No, not me.
How did you come back? I let you live!
Oh, I think.
Hello. That was different. Repositioning. That was different. I'll try anything once.
Okay, now what? Oh, she.
Just act like you're shooting each other, but you're not actually shooting each other.